What is up? What is up? What is up? We just got up and had some breakfast here at the hotel, having a little morning blunt in the car. Figured we'd talk a little bit about what happened last night at JuggalOhio. First ever annual JuggalOhio. Kind of fucking tired. She's really fucking tired. We had a great time out there, first of all.
Oh, yeah, it was
amazing event. Family vibes. The cold gathering was how you put it.
Yeah.
You and Taffy put it
yeah,
at one point.
it's the cold.
By the way, I believe JuggalOhio show is going to go live here in a little bit. We're not going to do super long on this. We're going to just do real quick type of gimmick. Just talk a little bit about last night, a little bit about detritus. So we pull up. Stoney stayed with us last night, first of all, and so we were like, he had to meet with that girly girl, and then we pulled up around what, 3, 4, to go meet Whoop and Taff.
Yep.
When they were already having tacos at a place down by the venue.
They saved me a taco.
Which was good, by the way. She only ate like part of it.
I ate one bite.
It is not a 2-night event. It is not a 2-night event. It's only one night. Yeah. So we went down there, met up with Whoop, Taffy, Turd, Stoney, and a fella. I can't remember that other fella's name. They said that he was the first one in line though. So they invited him to come down and eat with them. We took a group picture, then we went down and just kind of hung out in the parking lot for hours and hours and hours.
It was fucking cold.
I think we got down there a little bit before 5, maybe 4:35 or something.
It was cold.
So we tried to tough out the cold. Really hard to tough out the cold out there. So we end up fucking hiding in cars a little bit. Whoop Conda, having a big old jumpsuit on, was able to not hide in cars. He was able to pretty much be out there and about the whole time. Props to Whoop Conda for that.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, trying to feed people great Fago hot dogs. Shouts out to Whoop Conda's cool dumpster. Yeah, met some really cool people out there, filmed some really cool shit. Thank you. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. It's just Riddles. Looking great. Thank you. Thank you.
Scorsese said, so nice smiling at you both.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you too, Davey.
Yeah, really.
Met a lot of new people that I have never met before. Thank you to everybody who came up to me. We got some cool gifts that I think will show up on the next proper Habs. This is a really just impromptu shit. Yeah, let's see. So we wait in line for a while. I'm trying to think if we missed any fresh shit. We'll do a more proper breakdown. The mailbox is full. Yo! Let's talk about that real quick. So there's flyers hanging up all over Columbus of Ouija's face. You guys have seen them online. Have you dreamt this, man? With a number on the bottom. Now, have you guys called the number? Now, that's one thing. If you called the number, if you went and did that step. A lot of people didn't take the extra step, which I think is fresh as fuck
They just hung up after the beep.
Yeah, you guys didn't notice there was a beep, huh? Yeah, a lot of y'all did not notice that shit had a fucking beep at the end, did you? Guess who did, motherfuckers? This motherfucker did. So I left a little message. I have to be one of the first people to leave a message, or, I mean, even call the number, I would assume. Probably not call the number. Because I saw that shit the day before. But I was able to leave a message. The mailbox was not full. But I just want to let you know, if you call that number and you're able to leave a message, try to leave a fucking message for that shit. Okay, so we were getting in. I was talking about being in line. Took a long time to get in. The line, the shit was sold out. So the line was pretty fucking massive. We were out there until 8:30.
Yeah, well,
acts were already on the stage.
It was like 8:45 when we got there.
Really? It was that late?
It was even. I think we didn't even get in until 9. I looked down.
Yeah, we were out there for 2 hours just in line.
When that dude was showing Stoney pictures of his tanks that he was gonna buy, I saw on his phone it said like 8:43.
Yep.
And so
so that's obviously we got in like after that. It was probably damn near 9 o'clock then by the time we got in.
Yeah.
So we get in. There was pretty. I mean, they patted you down. They searched. Did they even search your bag?
Yeah, they did.
They did search your bag.
He had me open it, and then he like shook it around, and he opened the backpack and he shook it
around. They clearly were just looking for weapons, though, because I had like chargers in my fucking pockets, and he didn't even give a fuck about that. He felt it up a little bit, but he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The venue at Scully's is cool.
I love
Emily
the upstairs.
was talking on here about how she wanted to go to Scully's really bad. It's fucking dope venue. There's an upstairs balcony gimmick that so you can kind of watch over stuff if you don't want to be in the madness of the crowd. We were in the madness of the crowd for the most part of that shit.
Yeah.
We watched the beginning of it from the top. I think what was it? That SON guy we were watching from the top.
Yeah.
And because Darby's merch was up there, and Clockwork E's merch was up there, so I wanted to go get this Clockwork E CD and peep the exclusive Darby merch. Darby has that fresh ass Jekyll Brothers logo on a shirt. That was his exclusive merch. I copped that shit. Kind of regret not looking at Death Plus's merch, especially when I saw Whoop's fresh ass Death Plus shirt. There was gonna be damn near no way to get back up there. I felt like though. Let's see. So yeah, we saw SON. That was among the first acts. We saw there was someone on stage. I want to say it was that Whiteout was on stage when we were walking in. Oh man, I can't remember who went on after SON. It wasn't Clockwork E, right? Because we went out to smoke, I think, at that point. Which, by the way, Scully's has a fantastic little smoking area. That's all like like sort of like a fenced in and shit.
That's very typical of EDM venues.
Yeah.
That's extremely all EDM venues have a patio like
very
that.
EDM lighting in there too for the show.
That venue is set up for EDM shows.
Right.
They have a lot of EDM shows there, and you could definitely tell because of the lighting. The bass in that fucking place literally vibrates in your fucking throat. That is a total bass head thing.
Yeah.
And then
vibrating my fucking nostrils, by the way.
Which is like that's like a bass head thing. It doesn't happen like that when every concert you go to.
My nostrils were literally shaking in my fucking face the entire time.
That is noted towards being in that EDM venue. And then the visuals on that screen. Every EDM venue has one of those screens because everybody has visuals for their stuff. So it was cool to see them utilizing that. I thought it was dope.
It was really dope. Darby had fresh ass visuals they turned on. Everyone had fresh ass visuals.
Ouija's was fucking cool, the Call of Duty thing.
Yeah, well, I'll talk about that when I get to Ouija. I have some thoughts about that. So we went outside. We come back in. Someone was wrapping up. I think at that point it wasn't SON. I think we missed the end of SON's set. Someone else was wrapping up though, and it was clear Clockwork E was going on next.
Yeah, we were walking somewhere, and Docky was like,
Clockwork E's coming on next.
You want to come up front with me?
That's how it went down. So we were damn near in front for Clockwork E.
So it was packed. Yeah, it was fucking packed.
It was very packed, especially by the time it was the end and Ouija was about to go on. It was fucking Sinsane. Maybe it was No, I think we missed Sinsane. Honestly, I think we were in line for Sinsane.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we saw Sinsane. I think we were in line still. Sorry. We're going to Clockwork E. We were in the front row for Clockwork E. So, Clockwork E killed it. First time I've ever seen Clockwork E live.
They fucking killed it.
Since the gathering of the Juggalos. The first time I saw them was in 2021 at the Gathering of Dreams. Their first show ever, I think Kyle told me. That show that I saw them at.
Oh, whoa.
And I saw them all silver painted up with their lab coats backstage. I didn't even see them perform yet. I just saw their gimmick. I was like, these guys are fresh as fuck looking, and I asked them for a picture. Because I was just like, they have such a dope look to them. I hadn't even heard their music. I had no idea who they were. And they obliged me. I got this really cool picture of them with a rainbow in the background. Very fresh picture. Then they went on. It was the parking lot party. They went on and killed that shit. They were probably the best performance of that whole parking lot party. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So on stage for Clockwork E, they got this alien boy, who rocks this alien ski mask.
Do we know who that is?
I do know who he is. I don't know if we've met in person. I think we met him at the Gathering Unmasked. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he approached us at the Gathering and was like, "Yo, I'm the alien." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, bro."
Okay.
Anyway, so there was a second alien up there, and I was looking at that alien. He had a different kind of alien mask. I was looking at him.
Was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was looking at him, and I had a feeling. I'm like, it's weird they got a second alien. And I was looking at the stature, let's say, of that that alien on stage the entire time dancing. And I got a feeling. I was like, what? No. I pushed that feeling away. I pushed it away. It was like, couldn't be that. What? No. But sure enough, after Clockwork E, Apollo Exodus goes on. He ends up being sort of the end of the local openers. Ouija comes out as Leonard Bramblebush gimmick, and he cuts a promo. And during that promo, he like mispronounces all the openers' names and shit. Is a funny gimmick type of gimmick. A gimmick type of gimmick. He says during that though that those silver painted boys, he saw Ouija Mac out there dancing with them. Now, that caught me off guard because I'm like, Ouija didn't come out. I was like, wait, that fucking alien. That fucking alien. So shouts out to Ouija Mac rocking for the whole Clockwork E set in the alien mask. That is so fucking fresh. That is so fucking fresh. Purely speculation, by the way, not exactly confirmed, but in my mind, that was fucking Ouija
confirmed.
Mac. You think that's confirmed?
That's confirmed.
That's confirmed. Humble Monk exclusive, I guess.
He said it himself.
He said it himself. He said it himself. Okay. So Clockwork E was really fresh. Apollo Exodus is a new performer. I think he made a couple of mistakes on stage, as far as like paying too much attention to the crowd. I think he got distracted by the crowd a couple of times.
Yeah.
But that's a new performer thing. He'll get better with that shit as he does more shows.
I like his music though.
Yeah, he was pretty dope. Shouts out to Apollo Exodus. Got the pit going pretty fucking good a couple of times during his set. So shouts out to Apollo.
And he found his pizza guy in the front row, and his pizza guy didn't even know who he was.
Yeah. That was cool. That was actually a really fresh moment. There was a guy front row with a blue Hatchet Man hat, and he's like, hey, bro, do you know me? Do you remember me? And he's like, what? The guy was baffled. The blue Hatchet Man hat guy was baffled. He's like, you work at the pizza joint, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I go in there all the time, man. I really live here. I really do live here.
And he said, this guy makes the best fucking pizzas. And then they did
started at Pizza Champ.
Chant.
That was a really fresh moment. Shouts out to Apollo for doing that shit. That was really cool. That's the kind of crowd interaction shit you should focus on doing because that was really fresh. Let's see. So that's the end of the local opener portion of the show. It seemed to me that literally the local openers like handed off the shit to Kev Buck, and it's like, all right, now this is a Chapter 17 show. That's my observation of the scenario going on. Let's see.
Just
so yeah, the
that
Ouija
number mailbox is full.
Yeah, mailbox is full. I did leave a message. You guys will be able to see my message, by the way, because we filmed me calling that shit. You will be able to see the message that I left. Fuck. Where was I going after?
Local openers finished.
Oh, fuck.
And then
the Leonard Bramblebush shit.
You already said that, and then
I feel like there was something else with the Bramblebush shit that I want to talk about. Anyway, so Death Plus goes on first. DJ Devereaux on stage for Death Plus. That was really fucking dope. Devereaux as a DJ is really growing. He's like really growing as a DJ. He's cutting up for Darby shit now. I don't know if that's something he's been doing. It's the first time I saw Darby, so maybe that's something he's been doing when he was DJing for Darby. But that shit is so fucking fresh to see. Death Plus fucking murdered that shit. I almost didn't get any footage of Death Plus because I was just vibing and loving that shit so fucking much that by the end, when he slowed it down for a song, I realized, oh shit, I ain't got any footage of this dude. And I got his last song because I think that the slow song, there was one more song. So I got his last fucking song. Let's see. We got a lot of fucking dope footage, by the way. Who was after? Was Darby? Yeah, Darby after. So Darby goes on after, murders that shit, does new songs from the new record. This one song about the bigot,
that shit was
bigot
dope.
killing song.
That shit was dope.
Mega props to Darby for that shit. And he did a crooked preacher. It's like almost a remake of a Crooked Preacher Killers. I want to say Crooked Pastor Blaster. That's it. Crooked Pastor Blaster. It just came back to me. He did that song. I think he did another new song from the big record. All those new songs are fantastic. Fucking, I feel like Darby leveled up a couple of times just in that show, just in that performance alone. That felt like a really big show for Darby, obviously. Um, let's see. Then it was Hex, and we went out to smoke during Hex, and then y'all went to the bathroom during Hex while we were smoking, which unfortunately ended up because I didn't want to fucking go back in and have you be like, where did he go?
We probably
We
would
missed a big portion of fucking Hex.
We probably would have walked right past you.
Yeah, you would have eventually found me, but I didn't want to like
I could just go around and
leave
be
you
like,
stranded.
where's Humble Mom?
Find the green hair motherfucker. That's true. Pretty easy to fucking spot me out. But we walked in during talking to the moon again, and we caught that from that moment on. That shit was fucking. Hex is a great fucking live performer. I'm pissed that we missed as much of his set that we did.
Thank you, Chief House. She said my makeup look fire.
Yeah, even after sleeping through it, still holding that. You want to pull those off so bad. I can tell. So yeah, after Hex, obviously Ouija goes on, and so Ouija has this opening intro that Chunk does, and there's visuals behind Ouija. So you guys know the concept of the back rooms? You don't know the back rooms? So that's what that was. There's a concept. It's like a creepypasta. I think Razel actually first hit me to this in Discord. It was something I had never heard of. It's a creepypasta slash like internet lore thing of like the idea being that you can slip through reality into something called the back rooms, and it's like just empty office building like, and it's like painted like what those walls were painted.
What's an SCP?
I don't know what is an SCP.
That's what Lil Bum Bum rapper said.
I don't know what's an S. I don't what I say SCP. I don't know what that is. So the yeah, you're gonna look that up.
Mm-hmm.
So that clearly was Ouija's like version of the back rooms, and I feel like a weird tease to detritus because you can go in these different hallways.
Top secret archives declassified for your enjoyment.
I don't know what that is.
The Foundation database is classified. Unauthorized personnel will be trackable.
I can't see all of the chat, by the way. We can only see it right when it pops up. Huh. Anyway, so that clearly was like the concept of the back rooms to me. But there's like all this graffiti on the walls. Ouija was here.
Yeah.
Type shit was on the walls, I think. And in one of the hallways, there was this creepy little monster boy. Kind of around the corner. This shit was on a loop the whole time, by the way. Shit was on a loop.
Mm-hmm.
And the number spray painted on the wall as well. Which, by the way, if you haven't called the number, call the number so you can hear the message. And maybe they clear that voice box at some point. All right. So that's about all I have to say about that shit.
Wake up, you were there?
He might be trolling. I don't know if he really was there.
I don't know. He said had a great time last night with Whoop in the beginning of the chat or whatever.
Were you really there? You should have said hello if you were really there, man. Yeah, so to me that whole backdrop shit was definitely some detritus shit. Yeah. I got footage of that shit too, by the way. I think that's about it. I finished this blunt, so let's go back in.
Hey.
All right. I love y'all. Whoop whoop. Have a good one.
Bye.
And broadcast.